everyone! Welcome to This Afternoon with Cassidy. You may or may not have noticed, my name is Cassidy Quinn, by the way. If you're new to KGW, I normally, at 7 p.m. Monday through Friday, host a live half-hour talk show on KGW, Channel 8 right here in Portland, the NBC affiliate. It's called Tonight with Cassidy. We hang out with all the fun, weird, unique people, talk about the new things happening around Portland. Normally, we talk about restaurant openings, bar openings, big events coming up, brewers festivals, concerts coming up. We feature lots of local musicians. Of course, right now, during the COVID-19 pandemic, all the events are shut down, restaurants are shut down except for takeout and delivery, which you should do that. I've been ordering probably more takeout and delivery than I should, but I'm supporting the local businesses, so that's what I tell myself, and there's an excuse for you too. So, thank you guys for tuning in for today's edition of What is Cassidy Doing While She's Stuck in Her House? Currently, we're gonna pause, except we can't pause because it's live, but you may have just heard, this is what happens when you go live from your house instead of a controlled environment at KGW where we normally do the Tonight with Cassidy show. Normally it's a controlled environment. Sometimes people could walk into the studio and start talking and add some noise, but your heater won't just turn on and make noise. So stand by while I turn my heater off. That's just a noise we don't need for our calming Bob Ross painting. You guys, I'm sure you know of Bob Ross, Happy Little Trees. Did you know that Bob Ross, like all of the episodes, are on YouTube? So if you're at home with a bunch of extra free time on your hands these days, and wanting to unleash a creative side, perhaps, maybe following a Bob Ross tutorial would be for you. I have never attempted this in my life. I've definitely watched some clips of Bob Ross over the years, but I've never actually tried to follow a tutorial. And I talked to my KGW coworkers, and everyone has voted that no, I am not allowed to pause the show at any time to catch up because he might go extra fast or something, and I can't keep up because I'm not a painter like Bob is. I'm not used to all the happy little trees, but I can't pause. So let's see if anyone's commenting, saying hi. Nope, not yet. That's fine. Hi, I'm here. I'm Cassidy, if you're just tuning in. So here's what I've set up in my living room at the moment. Whoa, don't let the light in, because then you won't be able to see things. This is my disco ball, by the way. We have an 18 by 22, I believe, or 24. This is the size of canvas that Bob himself paints on. I looked it up because I wanted to make sure we were following accurately. We have some paintbrushes, a bunch of different sizes. I realize there's not like an actual big paintbrush, which Bob uses a lot. Oh, hi Roxy, hi Rose City Resale, hi Paul, hi Coffee and Nuance, which says this should be good. The painting might not be that good, but hopefully the entertainment will be. So we also have a bunch of paints. I bought all this stuff on Amazon, which I would love to support local businesses, as I keep mentioning, but right now the stores are closed, and Amazon was the quickest way that I was able to get these things delivered to my house. Got a bunch of paints. We got a laptop over here that of course now locked, so stand by so we can get our Bob Ross going. Now I mentioned I'm not going to pause at any point during the actual Bob Ross painting tutorial part of this, which all of them are about 25 minutes long, so that's how long you can expect to be hanging out with me right now. Or if my boyfriend is listening from his nap, that's how long he can expect to have me live streaming and talking to myself in the living room here. However, there are a couple of things that Bob does before he starts the actual tutorial part of the episode, and that is setting up his paints and painting a light coating of white on the canvas as a base. See, I've done my research. I've prepared. Survival Bro says hugs from Cam the Cuddler. A 6-foot social distance hug right back at you, Cam the Cuddler. And Rose City Resale says, wake up, boyfriend. No, it's nap time, okay? Now, I've picked one today. Let me show you guys. I asked you guys on Facebook and Twitter which Bob Ross painting I should do today. And I have picked one that sounded very fitting for the stressful time we are at in the world today, and it is called Reflections of Calm. Can you guys see that? Can I get to like a point in this episode. See, it's going to be nice, like a nice calming nature scene. See, that's what it's going to look like, okay? And mine's going to look just like it. So, like I said, I am going to let myself, we'll listen to what Bob tells us we've already hypothetically set up, and then I'll pause so that we can get our paint set up, because I haven't set up what colors we're going to use yet, okay? So, we'll play it over here. And I've got my very official paint platter. What do you call it? See, we're good. We're artsy. So let's see. It's just so calming. Thanks, Bob. Oh, look it. Can you guys see this? Oh, yeah. So calming. Painting with Bob. Wow, I told you he has a big paintbrush. Can you guys see this? Oh gosh, reflections. Lighting. Ah! The joy of painting with Bob Ross. This is season 31. I need to turn up the volume here. Oh, hang on. Are you guys going to be patient? Please be patient, because I have a louder speaker we can plug in for the moment. See, also things we would have in a studio, okay? Got this giant speaker box. Paint palette. Thank you, Rose City Resale. That's the palette. See, I'm a professional. I have this big speaker so that you can actually hear the calming music from Bob as well. We'll get painting in just a moment. If you're just tuning in here, I'm Cassidy Quinn. Normally, I host a show on KGW on television. It's called Tonight with Cassidy. And, oh, we're connected. Yes, now we can hear it better. We'll put the speaker close to you guys so you can hear it. Great. And my downstairs neighbor is going to be like, what is this calming thing you're doing? Anyway, Tonight with Cassidy is currently on hiatus because obviously the COVID-19 pandemic has really taken over the entire world, and we want to spend our time on TV at KGW really sending out the information, everything people need to know, because things are changing so quickly every single day. So we want to make sure that we can give you all those updates. So at 7 p.m., what is happening in place of Tonight with Cassidy, Monday through Thursday nights on KGW, Channel 8 in Portland, is a Q&A show. So you can send in your questions about the coronavirus and about COVID-19, and Kristen Severance and the rest of our Q&A team answer them on the air Monday through Thursday night at 7 p.m. on KGW. So that's what's happening instead of Tonight with Cassidy. So now I get to just hang out at home, and I am still working full-time for KGW, if you're wondering. Someone the other day messaged me and said, do you need us to start a GoFundMe because you've been fired? I have not been fired. We are still here at KGW, just doing different types of content. And by at KGW, I mean at my house. So, okay, we've got our speaker plugged in, and now we can listen to Bob.
You've been with us before. Please allow me to thank you for inviting us back for another series of
Thank you, Bob.
Tell you what, let's start right off today and run
Woo!
all the colors across the screen that you need to paint along with.
Okay, here's what we need. White,
Let me show you what I got
blue.
here.
See, he can't.
Today I'm using an 18 by 24.
What are the difference between phthalo blue and Prussian blue? So, okay, here's what I'm gonna. Do I let myself pause
It's pre-stretched
to get the colors? We're just okay. So we're gonna set the computer down, and I'm gonna pick some blues while he's saying that. So okay, first he said white.
And then I've just covered the entire canvas with got your paints and your brushes and
white. We have white.
Chill. And if you've been with us before, allow me to thank you for inviting us back for another series of.
Again, once he actually gets started painting, I'm not gonna let myself pause. Hi, Big Daddy and PDX says this should be fun. I sure hope so. So
it's pre-stretched.
How many? What do you guys think phthalo blue is? It's spelled PHTHALO. Phthalo blue. Phthalo blue. Do you guys? Anyone want to do a quick Google while I put out this white paint, and you guys can tell me what kind of blue that is versus Prussian blue? Because is one of them like darker than the other one? I don't know. Okay, there's our white paint. Anyone giving me any painting tips here, please? Survival Bro says face paint yourself. Maybe next time. leave a comment what I should paint my face like. And we can do that next time. Okay, we're just gonna, I don't know. I have a lot of blues. Which one is phthalo blue? Ah! Also, in self-quarantine, my bangs have been getting too long. When will the day come that I just decide to not paint. I could paint my bangs on too, just to cut them myself. Okay, we're gonna, which blue? So many decisions already. I don't know, guys. Ah! And if you're just tuning in, this painting by Bob Ross is from season 31, episode 1. This is the season premiere, okay? Also, don't use your teeth to open things. My mom will be mad when she sees this. Should I grab some scissors? Okay, you guys just like calm yourselves for a second. Where'd the scissors go? Okay, we're back. We're coming. Don't worry. If you're just tuning in, I'm here. Hi, Cassidy Quinn here. Live in my living room, aka my painting studio. Oh, Michael says, from Bob Ross, phthalo blue is a very strong color most commonly used to paint skies and water. Thanks, guys. See? So you think like a light blue? And then we want like a dark blue. I don't know. I got a set of like 20 paints because I wanted to make sure we had the right things. And today's painting that we're doing is called Reflections of Calm. Phthalo blue is a dark blue. That doesn't sound like sky and water. So, oh man. Okay, so here's our, I'm just cutting the tops off of these. I thought I was so prepared. I set up my whole station. And if you'd like to know, my easel here is just a lamp that I'm leaning this canvas against. So really you can have use any things in your house. You just need paint and something to paint on. Okay, so here's a dark blue. So we'll use this one. I just don't want to like put out a bunch of paint and then have too much, you know? And use all of them. So we have phthalo blue. We have
an 18 by 24.
Prussian blue. What's Prussian blue? Did anyone look up Prussian blue? I don't know. Let's say it's a light blue, okay? Sure. Great. Perfect. What else do we need?
Canvas. It's pre-stretched and double primed.
Black. Midnight black. We only have one black, so that's perfect. Great. Again, once we actually get to the painting part, I will not let myself pause. But I feel like, I don't know, if you were watching this back in the day when these episodes of Bob Ross, The Joy of Painting, were actually airing, oh no, Prussian blue is dark blue. Ha! Thank you, Michael, for looking that up. But I think, well, we can make a darker blue if we need it in the moment. Anyway, I don't know how people would get their paint set up when these episodes would air on TV. Would Bob, like, post on Facebook in advance? Like, here's the colors you need, and then you'd tune in? Just kidding. Facebook didn't exist. I know.
Just covered
What
the
else do we
entire
need?
canvas with a very thin coat of liquid
Black,
white.
dark sienna.
Wet on wet painting technique. So
Are you kidding me?
It's there.
Guys, we haven't even gotten to the painting part. Dark sienna and Van Dyke brown? What is this? Okay, well, you know what? Ugh. Van Dyke brown is just gonna be this brown we have. Okay. This is going so well so far. I really thought I was prepared. I thought about getting all the paints out in advance, and then I changed my mind. How about this is sienna? Because it's brown, and we can always like add some orange to it or something if we need to. But the great thing about painting is that it's about being creative. And when you're being creative, it doesn't matter if you are following instructions. Those colors look very similar to each other. That's okay.
Only to make the canvas wet. It allows us to actually blend color right on the canvas.
Alizarin Crimson? My gosh, Bob. Crimson, that's just like a red, right? So here's flag red. That's alizarin crimson, okay? If anyone wants to follow along at home, this is your time to catch up, okay? It's gonna be great. Michael says Van Dyke Brown is a dark brown color named after the painter Anthony Van Dyke. That sounds great. And here's our red. I feel like I'm just using all of my paint. Okay, that's the crimson.
Just ready to work ourselves to death. So let's do that.
Sap green. What do you guys think? Sap green. You want to go lighter green or darker green for sap? Sap. I'm going to go the lighter one. How about that? Oh, man. Speaking of green, here's my plants. They are my backdrop today. I thought it made it lovely. Okay. Look, our painting palette is really coming together, though. This makes me feel professional, and I haven't even put anything on a canvas.
What?
What else do we need, Bob?
2-inch brush. There we are.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. This is stressing me out. While we're doing this, you know, there is a newscast on right now on KGW, on your television, and
A little touch of
KGW News at 4.
Little blues are beautiful,
Yellow.
beautiful blue.
Wait, another yellow.
Just tap a little into the bristles.
Okay, Bob, we're not at the painting. Wait, we're not at the painting part, okay? We're just at the getting our paints ready part. And also, the part where I don't know if my... Oh, Carrie says I should be using oil paint, not acrylic. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm trying my best.
We don't need long. All right, let's go right up in here.
Bright red. We already have a red.
Start just making little...
Do we have another? I have this other set here. Is this another red in here? I bought some more colors because I also just, I don't know, I decided I should buy some extra paints if I'm going to be stuck in my house for who knows how long. And I like doing things that make me feel creative. How about you? So, while you guys are watching, actually, if you're bored right now while we're getting our paints ready, let me know in the comments what has been some kind of creative outlet that you have done yourself or given yourself while you've been stuck at home for the past couple of weeks. Because I'm always looking for ways to be more creative. Ooh, that's a fun color. What's it called? It's just like neon red. Cool. Great. And my hands already have paint on them. Okay, bright red. What else do we need, Bob?
X's. Just a little crisscross stroke.
Is that all?
That easy.
Okay.
That easy. And we'll...
Guys, we're getting there. Here is our beautiful paint palette. We had just the right amount of spaces. I have paired up the yellows together, the reds together, the browns together that look exactly the same. And I guess we're going to get started now. So what he said is that he first puts a thin coat of white over the entire canvas. So we're just going to start with that. And again, while I'm doing this, if you guys want to leave a comment with what you've been doing while you've been stuck at home, if you want to share links to any recipes, that would be great too, because I've been eating the same thing for lunch every single day, and I really do enjoy it, but maybe there's something else I could be having for lunch that just switch it up a little bit so I don't get sick of having the same thing. Oh, we're gonna need a lot more white paint than that. Cool, great. This might take forever. Can we just like, woo! There we go. Put my initials in there. Or just one of them. Oh gosh, well, I painted the lamp. We haven't even done anything yet. I'm already out of control. What? Excuse me? Where did this come from? Some like rogue piece of purple paint just came out of nowhere. And then I realized in this moment I did not bring any paper towels over. Stand by. Well, this might look like a paper towel roll in your house. Almost gone. Hopefully there's some more at the stores now. Short little PSA. Do not, hoard all of the paper towels and toilet paper at the grocery store. Oh, it is a happy little accident. Exactly. Okay, and again, if you're just tuning in now, we will start doing the actual painting in just a moment. Right now, all we're doing is just putting a nice base of white on the back of the canvas because we paint on top of paint. And I know someone already pointed out it's supposed to be oil paint, not acrylic. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. Hopefully it will still be okay. I guess I ordered these paints before I don't know. I actually did order these paints before I bought the canvas because I just decided to order some paints on Amazon when we first got self-quarantined, because when I first started working at home, basically, because I was like, oh, we could use some paints. I could paint some planter pots or something. And instead, here we are, Bob Rossing. So, that's why we have acrylic paint instead of oil, and I'm sorry. I hope it will still work. Bob, if you're listening, I'm also very sorry to you. I want to do you justice. I just do. I want it to be good, okay? Oh my gosh. I feel like it's going to use a whole bottle of white paint just for one painting. That's okay. That's why the internet exists, so we can order more. Whoop. I didn't think this was going to be very messy, but all I'm doing is painting white, and I feel like I've already gotten paint in multiple places in my house. So, cool. Beware, computer. Be safe over there. Okay. Well, this was fun. Thank you guys for watching. We have completed my painting. It's beautiful. It's perfect. Just kidding. Can you guys even tell that I did anything? No, you can't at all. Okay, are we ready? Guys, this is where things are going to get serious, okay? Because we're going to actually start adding color to this, and I'm nervous. So we're going to turn up our volume so you guys can hear this. The painting is called Reflections of Calm.
If you've been with us before, please allow me to thank you for inviting us back for another series of painting shows. Tell you what, let's start right off today and have all the colors across the screen that you need to paint.
We got the colors, Bob. Thank you so much.
Let me show you what I've got done up here. Today I'm using an 18 by 24 inch canvas.
18 by,
stretched.
We're supposed to go sideways. Whoops.
And then I've just covered the entire canvas with a very thin coat of liquid white.
There we go.
This is a wet on wet painting technique, so the liquid white is there only.
See, it's a wet on wet painting technique, he calls it.
Actually blend color right on the canvas rather
than working yourself to death.
So let's do that. Tell you what, we'll start off today with a little 2-inch brush.
2-inch brush.
There we are. We'll take a little touch of phthalo blue.
Touch of blue.
Phthalo blue's a beautiful
dark blue
color.
Okay, just a touch.
Just tap a little into the bristles.
Tap a little into the bristles.
All right, let's go right up.
Now what are we gonna do?
Now we'll start.
We're just gonna
making little X's.
Just little X's.
Just little crisscross strokes. That easy. That easy.
And we go all the way across.
All the way across the canvas.
Okay, all the way across.
And we start at the top and work down.
We're gonna start at the top.
That way the paint is continually mixing with the liquid white that's already on the canvas. And automatically, your sky will get lighter and lighter as you work down toward the horizon.
Okay.
In the landscape, that's exactly what we're looking for.
If you just like bounce with it, oh, we splattered some paint down.
Let the canvas work for you. Allow the colors and the paint, everything to work together to make it easy. This is a painting technique that you can do. There's no big secrets here. People who have never painted do this every day, and it works for them. All right. I think I'll have some water in this paint today. I love water. It's easy to paint. And we'll use that same old phthalo blue. Just add a little more onto the brush. Now, still water is always level. And I think today, let's have still water.
Still water,
so
okay.
From the outside to in.
Outside to in, okay.
That's all there is to it. We'll go to the other side, do the same identical thing. But I suggest you pull from the outside in. If you start here, and go across. It leaves a big line that's very hard to work out. There. So pull from the outside in.
Okay, we're
And
doing it, Bob.
There's a little area in here that's sort of light. If everything works just right, it'll look like a sheen of lights just streaking right across your water. Sneaky, but it works great. There we go. Now then, I want to darken the corners on this. I'm going to take a little Prussian blue. Prussian blue is much, much stronger than phthalo blue. It's a beautiful blue though.
Ah, we need a darker blue?
And right up in the corners,
We can mix
just
one.
add a small amount of the Prussian blue.
We can add black. Can we do that?
Now when the painting is completely done, these dark corners will help lead the eye toward the center of the painting.
Ah!
There.
I need more blue. I need more blue.
That's really all there is to it. And we'll put a little in the water too. We don't want it left out. Just have it at the bottom and let it work upward. There. Shoot, we're in business already. Thought today we'd just do a little mountain scene. It's very pretty.
Mountain scene, okay.
All right. Now see, even though we're blending across that little light area still, it remains in there.
Yep, we got the light area in the middle. Thank you, Bob.
I'll just blend that color till it's nice and smooth, and we're in business.
Definitely painting all over my table
That's the most
slash
fun part of
lamp.
the whole technique,
Here.
and that's washing the brush. You've painted with me before. You know this is where I really have a good time. It's cleaning this old brush. We wash our brush with odorless paint thinner, shake it off,
We're gonna wash the brush. Where did my water go?
and just beat the devil out of it. That really is the fun part of this whole technique.
Ah! I said I wasn't gonna pause, but I swear to you I had a water cup and I don't know what I did with it. Ha! We're back. Okay, wow. Okay, it doesn't look like the worst. I mean, it does, but okay. What are we doing, Bob?
Tell you what,
We're
today,
just gonna wash the
let's
brush?
we're gonna use a little bit of phthalo blue, some lizard crimson, a little bit
Crimson.
of black.
Oh, we're just mixing
I'm
now?
gonna make a little mountain in here. And I want to make a dark lavender looking color.
What?
Very dark. Very, very dark.
We're gonna make
A little
lavender?
more crimson. Proportionately much more crimson than blue. Okay, and wipe the old knife. We'll just wipe the knife on a paper towel. That's most
See,
important.
paper
when you read
towel.
the
You
knife.
should use paper towel.
Cut across the paint and get a little roll that lives right out of the edge of the knife. Okay, let's go up in here. Tell you what, put a little white with that, and I'll make a distant mountain first.
Ah, my purple is
Little
not
mountain
looking
lives
very
far away.
purple.
So I've added a little white, and maybe, yeah, right in here. Just decide where you think this little mountain lives in your world,
We're making a mountain?
and drop it in. Painting is a very
What are you doing, like a
individual thing.
scraper thing?
We all see nature through different
Okay, here we go,
eyes,
babe. Guys.
and that's the way you
Babe.
should
I
paint.
just called you babe.
There. All we're looking for is a nice top edge. We could care less what's happening down below.
Okay?
Our brush is good and dry.
I feel like that's not a nice top edge.
Because the liquid whites on the canvas, you can literally move color. See there? You're working on a dry canvas. Right now, you'd be in Agony City. But
We don't
because,
want to be in Agony City. We want to have happy little trees.
and your brush strokes will create the illusion of highlights and shadows. Right there in your mountain.
Oh, yeah, right there in the mountain.
And
Oh,
that's about all
gosh.
I need. That mountain's going to be far away, very distant. And we go back to the solid dark color. And come right up in here. Let's go right up
Solid
in
dark
here.
color? Oh.
I want you to see how dark it is. Don't be afraid of it because it's dark. We're going to put a few little highlights on it. But you decide where all the little protrusions on your mountain live. Little bumps. Maybe. Yeah. How about one right there? But it's that easy. And there is no right or wrong here.
Guys, I'm starting to
The
get
only
worried
rule
about
we
this.
have here is that painting should
We
make you
have
happy.
freaking
You should
purple.
enjoy it. And if it does that, then it's
Can I
good.
just use my purple?
Then it's good.
Oh, I might have eaten paint.
I get letters from youngsters, some of them in their 90s, that tell me they never believed they could paint. And they've tried this and
We're
it's
just going to make it
worked.
dark purple.
That's what makes this all worthwhile. To hear stories of success from all over the country. And you can do it. You can do it.
Stories of success from all over the country.
Now, once
I
again,
don't know if we'll be one of them, guys.
one of the rules if you're painting mountains, always remember if you can see the entire mountain, It's always more distinct on the top than it is on the bottom.
Okay.
We have mist.
It's a good rule of mountains.
Now we have wonderful pollution. It sort of lays around the bottom of the mountain and it breaks up and diffuses the light so it looks softer.
I just keep thinking if I do enough brush strokes, it'll all blend together.
Hey, you want us to get crazy today?
We're getting crazy, Bob!
Sometimes. Well, I got that color going. It's fun.
Why does his look so beautiful already?
Reflect a mountain right into the water.
Wait, how did his get all the way across the freaking...
Basic little reflection here. We're not too worried about it being exact. In our world, we can do it close enough like it. Now sometimes
you got mountains down there already, Bob? Oh, we're reflecting.
It's easier to take the canvas off your easel and turn it upside down and just basically repaint the mountain. If that works for you, that's okay. Any way that it works. Now, I'm going to take, and just like we did, I'm going to pull that color.
Oh gosh, okay, we're going to go upside down from that now?
There, once again, the liquid white allows you to move color on here. That easy.
Trying, Bob.
All right. See, that gives us a basic reflection there. May not be exact, but it's close enough for what we're doing. All right, let me wash the brush. Wash the old brush. Shake off the excess thinner.
Wait, how did you all blend all together already, Bob? Really?
There you go. Just beat the devil out of it. All right. I usually run the brush across a little paper towel just to make sure it's as dry as I can possibly get it. You don't want to go up and touch the canvas with a wet brush.
Blend it.
Keep your canvas and your paint as thick and firm as possible.
I'm sweating,
One
guys.
of our golden rules is a thin paint will stick to a thick paint. So you want to keep this as thick as possible. We'll take a little white, a little black, make just a touch of gray. Something like so. A little roll of paint again. We'll always load the knife. That little
Gray.
I don't want very
We want gray. We want gray. You guys still here?
No pressure. Absolutely no pressure. Just let it float right across there.
No pressure. We're floating. We're
Just want to
floating.
give some indications, but not a lot of detail.
What? What are we doing?
Don't worry about it.
On the top of the mountains?
Just a little. Sometimes we put a lot of indications, sometimes a few. And it's really and truly up to you.
What is this tool he's even using?
There's a little bump right there, and you can take a little this, give it a little pull. But I don't want it to be real distinct. Just sort of a quiet little place.
Just a quiet little place. See?
There.
Oh, yes.
That easy. No pressure on the knife. I know I say that over and over in the shows, but it's probably the single biggest mistake people
Need some
make
water.
when they first
Water.
start applying too much pressure on the knife. Then it looks just like you were icing a cake. That's all right, but it really looks better if the paint sort of breaks. And by break, that just means it has holes in it. And that's done by just a gentle pressure. Very, very gentle pressure. All right. Something about like that.
Something like that. I don't know, Bob.
And we can sort of just rub it a little bit. Blend it out. Once again, I don't want a lot of detail in this one. Clean, dry brush. And I'm going to tap the base.
Dry brush.
Following the angles here. Always follow those angles. And just blend it a little bit.
Just going to blend it.
Blend it. Bring it together.
Bring it together. That's all.
That's all there is to it. All right. Now then, tell you what, we'll just take, little brush working pretty good. We'll just take that same mountain color.
Same mountain color.
Same mountain color. It's sort of a lavender.
Okay.
We'll tap a little bit right into that 2-inch brush. Don't be afraid.
Right into
of
the
this
brush.
Because it's large. It'll do
You guys see my
wonderful
painting?
things. Now then, let's decide. Yeah, there we go.
What?
Maybe
What's
right
this?
in here. There's a little foothill lives right here.
A hill?
Just a little footy hill.
Just a little footy hill?
Just tap in the basic shape that you want it to be.
Basic shape? I don't know what shape I want it to be. You tell me, Bob.
To you. There. See there? Now, very gently, Grab it and lift up. Tiny little strokes though, short little strokes. And do it in layers. It'll give the impression of distant trees that live far away.
Needs to be darker.
They live right at the base of this old mountain. What a view they would have.
Yes, what a view they would have, Bob.
And we can go right in here and get an indication of a little reflection of that. That easy. Now then, let me get a clean brush. I have several of each brush here. I want to create the illusion of a reflection on this one that we dropped in here. Normally we pull down. This time,
Ooh, that was a good reflection.
and I'm beating the brush just to remove.
What are you doing with the brush, Bob? What?
You're going to pick up a
What
little
is
color,
this?
and that will remove it.
What?
See there?
What is he
doing? Now, very lightly, go across. And that'll give the indication of an instant reflection. That easy. All right. Now then, let's have some fun.
What?
We'll just use that same mountain color. So we had some blue and some black and some crimson. I'll put some brown in it and some sap green. Basically all your dark colors. Some sap green. All right, let me clean the old knife. Now then, let's grab.
Does that look like a reflection, guys?
There's one number 6 fan brush. Take a little color.
What do we want? Fan?
Just
Oh,
put a little bit
shoot!
of color right on the brush.
How did I get all these brushes? I don't have a fan brush.
Now maybe.
Oh, come
see if
on.
that shows up. Might have to make it a little lighter to get it to show. So we'll add a little white.
What are we doing?
Just a little touch of white. Yeah, that's a little better.
What's
Now,
happening?
just gonna
Where
take
are
and
we?
Grab that and lift
Zoom
it.
out, Bob. I can't see what you're doing.
Want to look like little trees.
Happy little
Closer to us,
trees?
but living very far away. Very far away. Just touch it. All you're doing is putting a little line of paint, and then you lift it upward. Could not be simpler.
Oh, 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 look at those spiky trees.
There, that's all there is to it. We'll take the knife, a little bit of dark sienna and Van Dyke brown, mixed it together.
Oh, yeah, we switched colors, right? Shoot.
There you go. That's a nice color, I like that. Just sort of play around with color till you get what you want. Our little roll of paint. And let's go right up in here. And with that, we'll just put the indication, maybe like here, right there. See? I'm sorry, I get excited. I've painted like this
Where
for
are we, Bob?
20 years.
Are we over
and I
here?
still get excited when I see it work. So wonderful.
Oh, that's pretty color I made. It doesn't look like Bob's color, but it works for me.
Years.
Oh, we are all the way over there.
Because I agonized over paintings. A little bit of liquid white.
We're gonna treat.
Just cut in a little waterline. Just a little tiny waterline. This is sort of a light area that separates the two darks. There. Now, if you put a little too much liquid white on there and you think it's a little too strong, just rub it. It will just be absorbed into the color.
I need to connect my two mountains. Ha!
All right,
Shoot.
that gives us a pretty nice little background. Let's see. We need to figure out what we're going to put in here. So let's take
Okay, hang on, Bob. Hang on, Bob.
crazy time. We'll take some more of that. We got some Prussian blue, sap green, crimson, brown. And it's a pretty good pile of paint here. Let's play a little. All right.
We're playing, Bob.
Here's a 2-inch brush.
Shoot, I didn't get to do my waterline.
Load a lot of color into the brush. And we have to sort of make some
Waterline.
decisions.
We just want
around
white?
it.
Okay,
Let's just block
just
in
white.
some areas. Now
Where's the
maybe
waterline?
in our world there, we're going to have a big tree
Ah!
that lives right here.
What's
We're not
happening,
looking
Bob?
for
What are you
any
doing?
detail here. All we're doing is blocking in some basic shapes. This is sort of your bravery test after you work so hard to put in all those gorgeous things. Then you come up here, some crazy fuzzy-haired guy says, put in a big tree right over the top of it. But that's all right.
Yeah, you crazy haired guy, Bob.
We'll decide where that goes later. Maybe we'll grab a little fan brush. We'll have some more fun here. Take a fan brush loaded full of that dark color. Maybe there's a little peninsula right here. Yeah. When you paint, you begin to see things. Let them happen. Just let them happen.
Oh, I'm beginning to see things, Bob. We're seeing a lot of things.
Don't worry about them. Learn
Like
to
my
see
lack of
things
talent.
As you paint. Learn to take advantage of what happens. We call those happy accidents.
Happy accidents!
They
See,
can
there
be
we
your
go.
friend. There. Maybe. Yeah.
Wait,
maybe
shoot.
down.
I'm not ready for the tree. Is the tree just black? Tree's just black.
Not like that.
Okay, we're just gonna tree.
I don't even know where it goes over there. I don't think it's there at this point. All right.
Guys, help!
Just want to create a little mist down here at the base. We can do that with a
Tree,
clean
tree,
brush.
tree, 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 tree. We're just making a
So,
tree. Oh gosh, we're not
slightly
stable.
sort of
I
brings
could have told you
everything
that before
together.
we even started painting.
There. Of course, right underneath that, we need a reflection. We would need a reflection, so just pull it straight down. Straight there. It's most important, though, that it goes straight down.
Where's my trees? Oh, here. Trees here.
Reflection should be as dark as the object that's casting the reflection. There. You go across, give us a little instant reflection.
We're just making a tree. Trees.
Maybe, take one. Maybe there's a tree that lives right here. We'll put some highlight on it so it'll show. This one lives a little closer to it, so we can make out a little more detail of him. There. He's got a friend.
He's got a friend?
Right here and watches
Happy little
everything.
tree and a happy little friend.
All right.
Oh no, what am I doing over here?
I'll go right into a little touch of the cadmium yellow, yellow ochre. Sooner or later I'll hit all the yellows and a little bit of the red. I want to make a nice green color.
My trees don't look like trees, guys.
Because you had blue and black on your brush. When you go in here, you'll get green instantly. Now then, we can come right along in here and place us a few little highlights on this tree. That'll stand you right out in that background. A little more color. We'll put some highlights on this lower.
What am I doing?
Maybe in our world here,
What am I doing?
there's a few little grassy things that we begin to see. Don't want a lot of detail yet.
Whoa, Bob, your trees look so good.
Just a few little things.
Mine definitely don't.
Little sparklers. There they go. We don't know where they go.
Tree, 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 tree,
We don't know
tree.
where they go. Take a little bit of our brown and white we used. And we can get the indication of a little landmass here. See there? That's
Stop.
a little bit of land. A touch of the liquid white. Just to get the indication of a water line right in here. Don't want a lot of color. Just a little here and there. See how that works.
Okay, we got our tree mountain over there. What are we? We're in yellow.
Gotta decide where this big tree lives.
Something with yellow. Oh
Here he
yeah,
comes.
same
Here
brush.
he comes. He comes
Same
around
brush.
down. This is just dark color. Just a lot of dark color.
Same brush. Black.
Maybe it comes all the way down here. I don't know. That's the beauty of painting like this. You really don't have to know exactly where everything's at.
See, you don't have to
Just
know where
works. You
everything
put
is.
thinner
Oh, when did we
lines.
do the reflection tree? Oh my
Brown
god.
color. Here, there, there, here. We'll just put the indication of
There we go. Okay, we'll do that.
Lives in there. Don't have to worry about it very much. Let's take. We'll use some of that yellow reds. Mix them on the 2H brush though. Let's go right in here.
It's all about the reflection. If we just get the reflection right.
There. Just the corner of the brush. All you're using. There you are. Now if you've got a very thick, dry paint up on the canvas, you can put this right on here. It'll
What?
go right on the top without mixing together.
Where are you, Bob?
On your brush.
Oh,
Has
we're
to be a
back
little
up
bit
there?
thinner than what you have on the canvas already. It'll always pull toward the thickest area. There we are.
We're just sprinkling
Our
some
yellows
green
will be
here.
just a little bit thinner, so that works.
Maybe
automatically.
yellow with it.
There.
Yeah.
And down like that. And I'm gonna change the flavor a little bit. Add a little bright red, a little
Bright red.
yellow ochre. Yeah.
No, 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 no.
Right there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
There's another
If we
little trick.
just
Bush, whatever you want to call
sing,
it.
it will be good.
Where-
Right, that's how it
We're still
works.
just using the corner of the brush.
Or
It's
just
really
the
all
corner
there
of
is
the
to it.
brush.
And I'm gonna dip brush into a little touch of paint thinner. I'm gonna make it just a little thinner. I'm gonna go over several layers of paint here. There. But if you add paint thinner, add the smallest amount possible. Don't need much. Don't need much. Tell you what, let's do. Let's have some fun. Clean
We're having fun, Bob. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm already having fun.
I still run out of room. We're going to take black and brown, mix them together.
Mix them together. Black and brown, mix them together. Okay, I can do that. I can do that.
And black to make a gray color. There. Something
And white?
Okay, now.
Okay.
So I take the add paint thinner to this. I want to make this very thin.
I don't have paint thinner,
As we
Bob.
mentioned earlier, a thin paint will stick to a thick paint.
Could you not rub it in anymore?
I want to show you an easy way of making a fantastic effect. But we need to thin these colors.
Oh my god. I just like stepped back in my brain.
Started with a very thick
Looked at Bob's
dry
painting
paint.
for a second.
This wouldn't work.
This is
So
not.
I'll show you.
I mean, from your
I keep
perspective,
talking
it
about
looks
paint,
great,
but it is
right?
important. I get so many letters from people that say they're having problems, and when I begin to talk to them, the problem usually evolves from starting with paint that's very thin. Start with thick paint, and then each layer gets thinner. Today, let's use
What are we doing, Bob?
a little oval brush. We'll go
What
through
are we
the dark
doing?
color. Through the dark color.
What?
Both sides. Now one side only, I'll put in the light color. So you got dark and light. Now watch. You can make the indication of little stones.
What?
all
Oh,
in one
stones.
stroke, like that.
What?
That easy.
Where are they? They're like down
Easy.
here?
Now pull a little reflection down, like so. Come across.
Where are the stones even going? I already did my tree reflection. Were we not doing a tree reflection?
Put in a few little highlights here and there. Just a few little dooders. Now, back to this.
Guys, I'm losing hope
There's
here.
a little stone biz right there. And wherever you want them, you just drop them in. Several little stones.
Oh, it's okay. We can cover it
Some
up.
little grassy things. Right around here. Look at there. See, it brings it all together. A little yellow ochre in there too. Just brings it all together. Makes it fit. There we are. Now this little rascal out here. Pull down a little touch of reflection. Go across. Take our small knife. And we'll put just the indication of a little water line here and there. Sort of bring it all together. Just to bring it together.
Are we almost done, Bob?
Painting here. Really hope you've enjoyed this.
What?
And hope you'll join us for
Wait, are you
the
done?
rest of this television series. And from all of us here, I'd like to wish you happy painting. And God bless, my friend.
Bob, I'm not. No, God bless. I'm not done yet. Ah! We have like. Ah! Well, friends, anyone still here with me? I'm sweating. Oh my gosh. Okay, Big Daddy and PDX says looking good. Rose City says you can do it. Adam says this woman can't paint. Ah! Did you really have to go out there and say it? I mean, everyone else is believing that I can paint. Ha! Not. Lana says very cool. Paint by numbers is still really popular. It's fun and you can paint your own Renoir, Degas, Monet. I would love to try that. Lana says needs the palette on her right. Oh, yeah, probably. I'm sorry. Roxy says it looks amazing. Can I show you what we made here today? I feel like any of you that are saying it looks amazing, it's only because you're very far away from it. Because back here, like it kind of does look like it has a nice like reflection thing going. Let me bring it up to you. The trees, I don't know if we could call it a happy little tree situation. Here's what we have made today. Oh, wow. Yeah, see, when you really look close, I don't know, guys. I mean, actually, when you don't look that close, this whole tree situation kind of looks cool. Maybe it's because my phone camera that we're shooting this on is not super high quality. There's definitely some paint splatter around there. This is just like a monster. I don't know. I kind of like this reflecty part right here. We're gonna focus on positives, okay? I like the purple color I picked here for the mountains. And I do think my blending in the sky was okay. We started off on a good note. These stones We're just awkward little creatures. And should we go through the damage that we've done over here as far as the mess we've made? So the canvas is obviously a mess. That's the painting we did. We've got a little pile of paper towels here. We have a whole line of paint on my table here. There's definitely some paint splatter on my computer. And then this is my new little pilea plant that I propagated and potted yesterday. And poor little girl has a big white blob of paint in there. Do you see that? That's not supposed to be there. I will fix that. I will save you. I'm very sorry. Oh my gosh, Crypto Fire Brick says, watching from North Carolina, I came across this by chance. Oh my gosh. Well, if you came across this by chance, let me just give you one special close-up look just for you of how beautiful this painting has turned out today. Oh my gosh, guys. If you were ever thinking to yourself, man, Bob Ross, everything he does is easy. Why is he so famous? Because it is not easy. He does a great job and he does it so freaking fast and he talks through it the whole time and I'm exhausted. So thank you guys for tuning in to this episode of Painting with Cassidy. My hair is also just a mess at this point. And as I mentioned, I think my boyfriend has been attempting to take a nap this entire time. He's gonna come out here because that's what happens when everyone in a household works from home. He's on a break. I'm still working, obviously, and he's gonna come out here and it's gonna be a mess. So I'm gonna go clean this up. And if you guys want to suggest some other things I could do for a live stream, whether you want me to paint more, because this canvas that I purchased came with 3 other canvases, and I definitely have a lot of paint left. I should invest in a fan brush and maybe some oil paints. I don't know if it really would have helped me, guys. Sometimes happy little trees don't look so happy, and that's okay, because however you're feeling right now, whether you're feeling like a happy little tree or a sad monster tree or a very sad stone at the bottom of a lake or a beautiful majestic mountain, no matter how you're feeling right now, guys, you can have all the feelings, because there are a lot of feelings to have about the world right now and about what we're all going through. So however you are feeling, happy tree, creepy rock, monster tree, majestic purple mountain, however you're feeling, that is okay. And I'm here for you. While I'm not here on the KGW YouTube channel live, I'm at on Twitter at Cassidy Quinn, Instagram, Cassidy Quinn TV, trying to post happy little things going on in the community here in Portland and all around the world and the internet in this crazy time that we're going through. But there are still a lot of beautiful things. Even if my painting is not one of them, there are still a lot of beautiful things to see in the world and to do. And I wish all of you that. The happiness, the wealth, the luck, the relaxation as much as you can. Just try to relax. Maybe this was relaxing for you. It was somewhat relaxing to me. It felt good to be creative and to know that this is not my job, is not to sell this art. So it's okay if no one wants to buy it. You guys are wonderful. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay home, please. And I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, nope, didn't get it on my shirt.